So let's come into a standing position, feet at hip width distance apart, hands resting at the sides, taking a moment just to rest the whole body. Very slowly turning the palms so they're facing forwards, opening yourself up to universal healing energy and saying the affirmation, may I be happy, well and content. You can also choose an affirmation that works better for you. And slowly turning the palms back in to face the thighs. From here, I'd like you to place your awareness into the feet and imagine that you have roots growing downwards into the earth and also roots branching out, so that the whole of the body is now supported by the earth, allowing the structure of the body to be held firmly. And now becoming aware of the whole of the body rooted into the earth, just like a tree. Becoming aware of the breath and just allowing the breath to be natural, spontaneous, organic, body breathing itself. Now beginning to very slowly shake the body. This is a really good way for getting the body moving, removing static chi from the body and the joints, the muscles, the tendons, and a great way to really begin to develop a meditative state of being. You feel deeply into all of the muscles bouncing gently up and down, as well as the internal organs also being massaged through this movement. Twisting to the left side, really feeling down into the knees, feeling the whole body, gazing backwards, coming back to the center. Now twisting to the right side, throwing off any stagnant chi and coming back to the center, really putting some effort into it now. You can also bring the things that no longer serve you to mind and imagine that you're throwing them away, chucking them away out the body, getting rid of them. Beginning to raise the hands above the head, really shaking into the arms, shaking into the legs, bouncing, relaxing the wrists, the knees, the pelvis, coming back down, shaking a little more, and feeling the shaking power. Twisting to the left, really shaking now. And coming back to the center, twisting to the right, throwing anything off, turning to face forwards. Now beginning to speed up, moving as fast as you can. And calmly pause. Bringing the palms so that they're facing the earth and then beginning to inhale, draw the hands away from each other. And exhale, draw the hands together, almost as if you're compressing an energy ball in between the hands. Drawing the right hand behind the body, extending the right leg out, placing the left hand at the left side, palm facing down, and then beginning to rotate the right ankle externally. Keeping the left knee slightly bent and grounding into the left foot, rotating around 12 times before moving in the other direction. Rotating around 12 times. Imagine that you have an energy walking stick from the Laogung point of the left palm down into the ground. Moving the ankle left to right so that we're working the fibularis and the tibialis. Coming into plantar and dorsal flexion by pointing the toes away and then drawing the toes back, pressing gently down into the right heel. Slowly step the foot back down before moving into the other side. Try to move the body as slowly as you can. Plantar fascia and the ankle joints can sometimes be the cause of knee pain, lower back pain, and neck pain. So working this part of the body and releasing the fascia in this area, as well as hydrating the fascia, can also relieve tension in other parts of the body along the myofascial back line. Really try to keep the mind concentrated inside the movement so that you can enhance the chi circulation in this part of the body. And stepping the left foot back out to the side, bringing the hands palms face down and rotating the hands internally, lifting the palms up in front of the body, up above the head, turn the palms to face down, gently move the hands down to the earth. Now stepping the feet in together, bending in the knees, bringing the hands down onto the knees and beginning to rotate the knees. You can raise the toes off the floor if you'd like to here. Feel down into the movement, rotating around 12 times. Feel the feet grounding into the earth with each rotation. Sink into the tailbone, lift out through the crown gently. Relax into the movement. And now coming back into standing, step the foot back out to hip width distance apart. Move the hands down, then inhale, raise the hands up the front of the body, raising and lifting the earthly chi. Exhale, draw the heavenly chi down, flushing out the conception and governing vessel. Now drawing the right hand behind the body, the left hand presses down at the left side and raising the right knee. They're beginning to externally rotate the right knee so that we're coming in to opening or releasing the hip flexors. Keeping the mind concentrated on the movement, the left knee is slightly bent, extending down through the Lao Gong point of the left hand before moving the other way. If you find that there's any clicking in the hip, then you straighten the right leg, keeping that movement, and then coming back before moving in to the other side. Remember to try to move as slowly as you can, and it doesn't matter if you wobble and fall over. I've done quite well here because usually I'm quite unbalanced on this side, as you might see in a moment. There we are. Okay, so nice concentrated movements. The hips are opening, straight leg if there's any clicking. We're pressing through the Lao Gong point and really enjoying and smiling into the movement. Stepping the foot back down, scooping the earthly chi up with the hands, moving on the inhale, moving the hands up the body. Exhale, turn the palms, gently press down, nice and slowly. Feel the energy moving through the body, and then turning the hands, bringing the hands onto the hips, sink down through the knees, and then beginning to rotate the hips. Imagine that you're drawing a small circle with the tailbone. Allow this movement to reverberate through the body, going one way and then the other way around 12 times. This movement is great for releasing the sacrolumbar fascia and also relieving any lower back problems that you might have. And then stopping the movement, scoop the hands upwards, draw the awareness up the back of the body to the crown of the head and down the front of the body, back down to the base of the spine. Now beginning to twist to the left and the right. Just allow the arms to be nice and relaxed. Allow the movement to move the arms. And feel this movement right down the insides of the legs and the outsides of the legs. This movement really works what's called the myofascial spiral line. Just allow the breath to be natural. Doesn't matter whether you're inhaling or exhaling, just as long as the breathing is smooth. And now pausing, drawing the hands down, scoop up the earthly chi. Exhaling, draw the heavenly chi down, ground down into the feet. Nice and smoothly. Now bringing the hands to the side, press down from the feet, up through the crown of the head, press out into the left hip, dropping the right hand down towards the right knee, just as much as feels comfortable, and then coming in to the other side. Really find the meditation inside this movement. You're inhaling up and exhaling down, keeping a good solid foundation and keeping the breath nice and smooth. This releases the lateral line of the body. Keep the movement nice and soft, waving side to side. Try to feel deeply inside the spinal column here. And now coming back to the center, scooping the hands up in front of you, nice and slowly. Lift the awareness from the base of the spine, up the back of the body, to the crown of the head, from the crown of the head down the front of the body, nice and slowly, or as slowly as you can on your breath. Now coming into the wave, placing the right hand on the heart, left hand on the navel, and then exhaling as you draw the chest down towards the pelvis, tucking the tailbone under, or drawing the tailbone up towards the chest. Inhaling as you draw down, and exhale as you draw the right hand and the left hand away from each other, rolling up the front of the body. Keep the feet or the knees nicely bent. Really come into the movement, place the awareness fully inside the movement. This is a great way for removing stagnant chi out of the internal organs, as well as clearing the conception vessel running down the front of the body with the yin organs attached to it, and also the governing vessel running up the back of the body with the yang organs connected to it. Now turning to the left and beginning to massage the spleen. Inhale, draw the hands together. Exhale, the hands draw apart, stretching and compressing the spleen, the organ of worry. Then turning back to the center and moving into the other side, coming into the liver as we begin stretching the liver, then compressing, inhaling, compress, exhale, and gently stretching. Really come moving in the hips, rotating the hips very gently, draw the shoulders into the movement. This is a wonderful way of massaging all of the internal organs and also releasing any tension in the spinal column or in the lower back and the upper back, and also the neck. And now turning to face back to the center. Inhale, compressing, exhale, and stretching, and then just pausing, taking a moment to pause. Scooping the earthly chi up, moving the awareness up the back of the body, and exhale, gently pressing down, drawing the heavenly chi down to meet in the center. Now coming into shoulder rotation, so lifting the shoulders upwards and then drawing the shoulders back, allowing the arms to be drawn into the movements as you draw forward with the backs of the hands facing forwards, and then you draw back, allowing the palms to gently press down towards the earth. Nice slow movements, releasing the upper back, feet firmly grounded into the floor, and then beginning to rotate in the other direction. This is a great movement for releasing the sternocleidomastoid, the splenius capitis, the pectoralis muscles, the rhomboids, the serratus muscles anterior, as well as being a great way to really calm and relax the mind. Now from here, you're going to now bring the hands up, or tuck the elbows in, bring the hands in front of you, and then beginning to flick the fingers away. Almost as if you're flicking any static chi off the fingers. This is very good if you're sat in front of a computer having to do lots of typing, like myself. And then beginning to flex the wrists. Keep the hands nice and relaxed as you flex the wrists, elbows tucked in, concentrating on the movement as you now turn the palms to face each other, and then beginning to raise the hands upwards and downwards. Nice and slowly, working the arm lines of the body. Now from here, beginning to rotate the hands. So from this point, we externally rotate the hands to begin with, really opening the wrist joints up, opening the finger joints up. Also opening the forearms, removing any tension out of the forearms, so we're getting into the meridians of the arms, and then going the other way. Now from here, we're going to bring the elbows into the movement. Inhale, raise the hands, and then exhale, the hands cross each other, inhaling back round, left hand crosses right, and then right hand crosses left. Focus on the elbow joints, going one way, and then going the other way. Remembering to keep rooted through the tailbone, down the legs, into the earth. Gently lift out through the crown of the head. Keeping the movement nice and soft. And now from here, we're going to now bring the shoulders into the movement. As you inhale, take the arms out wide to the side. Right arm crosses left, left arm crosses the right. Sink down into the knees as the arms cross. Really sinking down so you can feel the feet or the weight of the body drop into the feet. A nice grounding movement. And then going the other way. Right hand crosses left, left hand crosses the right. Opening right across the chest, press the palms away. You can inhale as you take the arms out and exhale as you drop down if you'd like to. And then just pausing. Coming back to the center, raise the hands, gently press down, scoop the earthly chi up. Inhale, raise the hands, and exhale, gently pressing down as if you're pressing down onto a spring. So now raising the elbows up so they're around shoulder height as a soft fist, and then you're just going to gaze to the left and gaze to the right. This allows us to get deeply inside the vertebra of the neck. When we lift the shoulders, we release the sternocleidomastoid. So if there's any tension in the sternocleidomastoid, this will allow us to get round that tension. Nice and gently as we look over the left shoulder and look over the right shoulder. Then bringing the head back to the center And you're just going to move the head from the left to the right. Nice and gently. Remember to be very gentle with the neck. You should feel the chi building up in the arms at this point. You look a little bit like a monkey here, or maybe a tortoise, or something like that. And then when you bring the head back to the center, you're going to then lead out with the chin, so open the hands slightly, and then just press the chin gently down to between the hands, or towards between the hands. Nice and gently draw the chin right back, and then press down. You can really feel this movement in the neck, so you're releasing any tension or stagnant chi in this area of the body. And then when you've completed around 10 to 12, simply take the hands and then gently lower the hands down the front of the body. Scooping the chi up, pressing gently down, inhaling up and exhaling down, and slowly turning the hands out to the sides, palms facing forwards, and taking a moment to think of all the things that you have gratitude towards in life. Taking this practice out into the rest of your day, feeling the chi flow.